All right, let's talk about aviation for a little bit. Let's get off the cops because my blood is just... blood pressure too high right now. Let's get... which... this second story is going to get my blood pressure boiling again. This is a kid, a teen, flying a plane in New Jersey. 18-year-old pilot said his plane began experiencing engine trouble as he was flying near Atlantic City. So he had some kind of a banner and he released it into the ocean. He was trying to make it to a municipal airport. He spotted a gap in traffic and landed it. Jeez, hell yeah. No injuries to himself, no damage to the plane or cars on the bridge. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Sully Sullenberger, fucking move your ass over. This kid's got some skills. He had a fucking banner on his plane, so he was just a working man out fucking trying to make a buck. Contrast that with this asshole who went to space today. And we're not even gonna watch it. We're not gonna watch any. We're gonna watch the relevant part for me to bitch about here, where Bezos, says the quiet part out loud.
Every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this. So seriously, for every Amazon customer out there
and you left some people off, the taxpayers of the United States of America, sir. Amazon wouldn't be able to thrive the way it has if it wasn't for the U.S. Postal Service. Amazon wouldn't be able to thrive the way it has if it wasn't for the tax incentives that you get from local municipalities. Asshole indeed. I don't give a shit about your dick measuring contest that you're having with Richard Branson and Elon Musk and your stupid ass rocket. I know some of my friends are big space buffs and I'm sorry to shit on your parade. I really am. I think space and aeronautics is fucking cool. I mean, I had some friends, their dicks were real hard about watching this asshole go to... He didn't even go to space. He went to almost space. He didn't go to fucking space. He went to like one of the upper layers of the Earth's stratosphere. He's not even a real Texan with a stupid cowboy hat. The only thing that I am happy about with this whole thing today was Wally Funk getting to go to almost space. That excited that old lady, and I'm cool with that. That's the only good thing you did today, sir. Only good thing you did. And you shit all over your employees. You shit all over the fucking customers.
So I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this. So seriously.
And that's the thing, you're right. The Branson ad for selling trips to space, that's what this is all about. They see a commercial opportunity to do what they did. That is like an amusement park ride. They're going to charge people like 10 grand to fucking get shot up into the stratosphere. That's all this is. That's all this is. This is another money-making venture for these fucks. Fuck them. They went to the taint of space. God damn.
For every Amazon customer out there, and
hey, I love you, Stephen Colbert, but fuck you for taking Richard Branson's money and doing that fucking puff piece on him and having him on your show. Fuck all of that. The Lord performance was good, though.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart very much. It's very appreciated.
On behalf of the taxpayers that you refuse to acknowledge there, and a sometimes prime customer, sometimes, very rarely, I want to say fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Fuck you right in your ass. If only there were, just plentiful stories about Amazon's horrid practices that I was able to just pull out a fresh story about something horrible Amazon did to contrast with Jeff Bezos talking about how his employees paid for his little dick measuring contest. Amazon denied a worker pregnancy accommodations and then she miscarried. Where's all the pro-life fucks at now? Tracy, California is an hour drive. We're reading from Vice here. Tracy, California is an hour drive inland from San Francisco. If you're an Amazon customer in the San Francisco Bay Area, chances are your packages pass through the hands of an Amazon warehouse worker in Tracy. One day last October, Patty Hernandez, a 23-year-old packer at Oak 4, one of Amazon's 6 fulfillment centers in Tracy, felt the sudden urge to go to the bathroom. She dashed across the warehouse to a bathroom stall and discovered blood in her pants. Hernandez was 7 weeks pregnant at the time. In the weeks before, Hernandez had pleaded repeatedly with her manager and the warehouse's human resources for lighter duty and submitted a doctor's note to Amazon's human resources requesting pregnancy accommodations. The note, which was obtained by Motherboard, said no lifting, pushing, pulling, or carrying more than 20 pounds, and no walking or standing for more than 50% of her shift. As a packer, the last person in an Amazon warehouse to handle Amazon packages before they're loaded onto trucks, Hernandez's job was to lift yellow bins filled with merchandise that weighed up to 50 pounds off conveyor belts on 10-hour shifts. Some bins were heavier than others and were filled with cases of energy drinks, shampoo bottles, dog food. Amazon's human resources denied Hernandez's doctor's note, according to Hernandez, who said the denial was communicated verbally by a human resources rep. The Center for Disease Control says that repeated heavy lifting, standing on your feet for long hours, and repeated bending at the waist can increase the chance of miscarriage for pregnant workers. After being denied lighter duty, Hernandez said her manager, who knew she was pregnant, repeatedly asked why she was taking longer bathroom breaks, sitting and moving slower. My manager wasn't accommodating, Hernandez told Motherboard. He was on me asking, why is your rate so low? Why are you spending so much time in the bathroom? Why is your time off task more than 10 minutes? We were only allowed 10 minutes of time off task each day, but the warehouse is so big it takes 6 minutes just to go to the bathroom and back. Time off task is a metric that Amazon uses to measure productivity and discipline workers. Discipline workers! By tracking how often its workers scan packages at their workstation. I hope it's against the law. Where was this? This was in California. Yes, they have strict labor standards. Some fucking states. The state I'm sitting in right now is an at-will employer, and what happened to her is not against the law. Now, I would think it's a federal discrimination thing. Good luck on suing, finding a lawyer to take the case, getting more than just a meager settlement. After Hernandez discovered she was bleeding, she notified her manager that she was having a medical emergency and could be miscarrying and went home. She asked for medical leave, which was denied. There's ways to get around those laws. You're right. You're supposed to have like the 15-minute breaks, like for every, like you're supposed to have 2 in a 6-hour shift or whatever. There's ways to skirt those. I don't know anything about it. I'm not a labor law person, and good Lord, I haven't done any kind of warehouse work like ever. I was a stock boy at a drugstore when I was 16. That's the closest fucking thing. I swept the fucking floors and put out Precious Moments figurines. I assume it's a federal protections violation, but once you're gonna have to sue. It's a civil violation. Not like somebody's gonna come in and put the cuffs on a manager like they should. To me, it's far worse than a lot of the things that we treat criminal. Especially wage theft. But we don't treat that as if it's criminal. She asked for medical leave, which was denied according to a letter reviewed by Motherboard showing that Amazon had denied her request for a Family and Medical Leave Act leave because she hadn't worked enough hours. You are not eligible for leave under the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act because you have not worked 1,250 hours in the previous 12 months. You have worked approximately 841 hours. But there's always loopholes in these fucking worker protections. An Amazon spokesperson was unable to provide a comment to Motherboard after several email exchanges and phone calls and a week's investigation. That week, Hernandez continued to bleed, similar to a heavy period, and stayed home to rest. Amazon never responded to 2 pending requests for California pregnancy disability and a medical leave of absence, Hernandez said, and so she resigned from Amazon knowing that she had run out of personal time off. A week later, her nurse confirmed using an ultrasound that Hernandez was no longer pregnant. Wow. Amazon has a well-documented track record of delaying and denying all sorts of disability accommodations.